Hello, today we will learn how to find any intermediate point, here M, between 2 points P and Q. Now, if you look at this question on the bottom, this midpoint question is very popular in almost all the geometry textbooks. And I want you to realize that the weights given to those 2 points are equal to each other, zero point 0.5 each. And make sure they add up to 1. And I worked it out so that you can see the answers, x coordinate 5 and y coordinate 4 for the point M. And I want you to realize that by the end of the lesson, you will be able to do all the, or actually any intermediate point without memorizing the midpoint formula if you can apply the concept of weighted average. Now, what I want you to do is first, let's try this question. Sorry, I have to change this one, not twice. What if the question is finding the point M, which is 3 times as far from Q as from P? That means point M is closer to Q, which is a quarter of the distance from P to Q. So we will use the weight quarter not on P but on Q because Q is the weaker planet in a sense with the lesser gravity. So M is closer to P, so to speak. So let's use weight quarter for the point Q and use the weight 3/4 for the point P. And I programmed it ahead so that we can double check that we are using the appropriate weights because when the weights are appropriate, they should add up to 1 here. Now, the way we find the x coordinate of M is finding the linear combination of x coordinates of P and Q and their appropriate weights, 0.75 and 0.25, which could be done by typing equals x coordinate of P times its weight 0.75 plus x coordinate of point Q times its weight 0.25. There we go. And then we find the x coordinate of M to be 3. Now, for the y coordinate of point M, we do the same process. That is, y coordinate of P times its weight 0.75 plus y coordinate of point Q times its weight 0.25. Okay, then we find the x and y coordinate of point M to be 3 and 3. Now, what if you change the problem a little bit so that M is, instead of being 3 times, we will say twice. Let me retype. Twice as far from Q as from P. This time, since M is closer to P again, and we will use, and the distance from P to Q is 1/3 of the total distance. So let's use the weight 1/3 on Q for the same reason. 1/3 here, and then equals 2/3 for P, and let's make sure the weights add up to 1 again. Now, here, well, since it's programmed already, we can find the x coordinate and y coordinate of M. And as you see, by just changing the weights, we can find any intermediate point between P and Q. And I want you to realize that the midpoint question on the bottom here is nothing but a very special case where those two weights are equal to each other because M is the midpoint, meaning average, and is in the middle. So hopefully from now on, without memorizing the midpoint formula, you'll be able to find any intermediate point using this general concept of weighted average. Thank you.